We don't have a, we don't have our secretary, so we can't call the roll, so we can't start. Would you call the roll? I didn't know, can we do that? We don't have a secretary, we can't meet. Yes, would you call the roll, please?
Certainly. Bryan.
Here.
Polk. Blackwell. Blunt. Kaufman. DeBar. Doty. Billingame. Frazier. Harkins. Hobson. Horn. Jackson of the 15th. Johnson. McMahon. Parker. Parks. Wiggins. Witherspoon.
Senator Blunt was here earlier, but was not here to answer the roll call, but I think we can count him. I believe that's a quorum. Is that a quorum? Certainly we have a quorum in terms of quantity. We have with us today Bob Anderson, who has been appointed to be Executive Director of Human Services. Long ago, in a legislature far, far away, Mr. Anderson came and visited with us and gave us a really good overview of the agency and the programs that the agency had. And at that time, I explicitly asked that we not talk about the difficulties the agency had because we were trying to focus on other things and it wasn't time to do both. I had hoped that we would have another meeting at which time we could visit with Mr. Anderson at greater length, but events intervened, and so here we are. There's a peer committee report. Mr. Anderson, the peer committee said they found no unfavorable information about you. If you'd like me, I can rip that little page out of the peer committee report. You can take it with you and hang it on your wall or have it laminated for your wallet or piece of paper to wave around that says the peer committee found no unfavorable information. I myself am not anxious for a peer committee investigation, but if you'd like to make some opening remarks, tell us anything you think we need to know about the problems that we're faced with and how you plan to handle them. The only thing I'll say is at some point appropriations would like to meet. So unfortunately, we don't have as long as we'd like to have. But thank you for coming over. I apologize for the delay.
Thank you, Senator. I appreciate the opportunity to be with you. I don't have a whole lot to say. I think you heard a little bit about kind of what my plans were when I was here last month. We are in the process, honestly, of reevaluating from top to bottom all of the policies and procedures at the Department of Human Services. The primary person charged with that is our new Chief Compliance Officer, Sandra Griffith, and she is going division by division, office by office, program by program, over every policy and procedure, every state plan that we have, every mechanism that we have at the department that touches the taxpayers' money, to make sure there is not any opportunity in the future for monies to be misspent in the manner in which all of you I know are very familiar with under the tenure of one of my predecessors. We are also in the process of reevaluating in a more global sense the whole approach of the Department of Human Services from the standpoint of, and it's kind of encapsulated in the mission statement that I have adopted and the agency has adopted. We're in the business of providing tangible help to Mississippians young and old to provide them a lasting hope for tomorrow. And so we are focused as an agency in finding out for certain what provides that tangible help to our clients and how we get them from a state of crisis to a state of hope. And that's essentially what I have been focused on since the governor asked me to take on this job as executive director.
Do members of the committee have questions for Mr. Anderson? Mr. Anderson, I appreciate your coming over here. I apologize for the abbreviated session that we're having, but we'll have a time to visit with you more later on, I'm sure. If there are no questions, is there a motion? There's a motion that we do advise and consent. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. The ayes appear to have it. The ayes have it. So far, so good, but you know, there's the floor, so you never know.
Thank you, Senator.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And again, I apologize for the delay today. Thank you. We have one other item before us, another nomination. There's a peer committee report, I think, in your file. I've not asked for the nominee to appear before us in an effort to try to move things along. Do members have questions about this nomination? Is there a motion? Motions to advise and consent. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. The ayes appear to have it. The ayes have it. If one wished to, this would be an excellent time to move to rise and report. All in favor say aye. Aye. Thank you very much for coming down here.